how things change and what to expect this year. For that, we bring in Andy Major of the Buffalo Bills, Bills Vice President of Operations and Guest Experience. Andy, good morning. Happy football season.
Good morning, guys. How are you doing?
We're good. Excited to get to Highmark for the final home opener in the current version of Highmark Stadium. And, I'm always excited to get there and kind of look across the street, Andy. As you guys plan out this year, how often are you in meetings to talk about the rollout of what next year's game days will be?
Yeah, we're in a lot of meetings all the time. I feel like, it's never ending. There's so much going on across the street. As you guys have seen it and our fans have seen it through the first few events we've had here this year. Stadium's going up fast. It's really moving along. I like to look at the stadium from Chestnut Ridge. It looks like a spaceship from Chestnut Ridge Park. Mm-hmm. But it's incredible. Yeah, a lot of meetings, a lot of advanced work. And, we still have one more year left in the current Highmark Stadium. So there's a lot we're trying to, make sure we get right this season for the fans and for our team before we head over across the street.
Are you excited to not have to deal with snow removal things as often at the new stadium? I'd say it will never happen, but it seems like it won't happen as often.
Well, it's funny you bring that up. We talk about meetings. We had a meeting about snow removal even yesterday.
Okay.
About the plans and how that's going to work over there. There's going to be a lot less snow, hopefully, for us to have to move out of there, but there still will be snow. It's an open-air stadium, and we'll still have to plan to make sure the field's ready and the fans are safe. So all in the works.
No snow in the forecast for Sunday night against Baltimore, thankfully.
Don't jinx it.
Hey, maybe later in the season we get some. But all right, Andy, so the opener, what about this game? How are the Bills trying to make this game special? We know about the halftime drone show, but it's a Sunday night opener. It's not just any season. It's not just any opponent. It's not just any game. I mean, this is obviously a big, high-profile event. So what can fans expect coming in to make this, the final home opener in this stadium, a little more special?
Yeah, you really hit it on the head with the matchup and Sunday Night Football and arguably, maybe the two top teams along with the Chiefs there. But incredibly exciting about Sunday night. We are just as excited as the fans. A lot going on. You mentioned the drone show, which is something that's going to be pretty cool and pretty special for fans to see. But we've got a lot going on with the final season, a commemorative coin, a commemorative logo, commemorative patch on the jerseys for the farewell season. A lot of these things will be available in the Bills store. They're doing a commemorative coin for the last ever home opener in the stadium, and that also will be available for fans inside the team store. Commemorative souvenir buckets of popcorn and merchandise and cups. And one really cool thing I think the fans are going to want to really be a part of. At the end of the first quarter, we're going to do a panoramic photo of the entire stadium. Everybody who's in their seats, anybody who's out on the field, there'll be a panoramic photo taken at the end of that first quarter to kind of commemorate the last ever game in Highmark Stadium, the current Highmark. And then fans can tag themselves online once that's up online. And even 3 days later, I think it's 3 days later, it'll be available in the team store as well. So that might be something pretty cool for us to all be involved. You guys will have to get out of that press box and out of your seats and make sure, you're waving and you're in that photo. It'll be a lot of fun.
I'll be in a seat. Andy, that's not the first time you guys have done this. Like the term gigapixel comes to mind or something. You've done these photos before?
I remember a Miami game, Andy, but maybe you've done them even more than that.
Yeah, good call. We actually did this a number of years ago. I was talking with our marketing folks, and it went over really well. The fans really liked it. It was a kind of a unique thing back at that time. I think it's approaching almost a decade that we've done this.
Yeah.
And now with the technology, oh my gosh, the technology would be so great. You'll really be able to zoom in and see yourself pretty clearly in that photo. So it's going to be something special.
So that's end of the first quarter. Is there an in-stadium announcement for the moment it happens, or does a sweeping panorama happen for 30 seconds?
Yeah, I think we're going to have some kind of a PA announcement, real reminder to the fans. We're really excited about that one. I think that'll come out really great. I still have the one from when we did it years ago. It's hanging up in my office. I'm looking at it right now as we speak.
Yeah.
So it'll be a great commemorative item, I think, for fans to remember the home opener.
Very cool. So that's the end of the first quarter, and then halftime, the drone show. Entry this year, any new policies? Sometimes things come down from the league. Sometimes it's a team change about gates or points of entry. What should fans know about that for this year when they're walking in?
Yeah, guys, I mean, pretty similar to what we've seen in the past. Last year, we did add some new walkthrough magnetometers at our gates 5 and 6. This year, we're adding those same new walkthrough magnetometers at gate 2, and we'll have some, spaced out in some other areas. So we're using these as our kind of dry run, test run before we head into the new stadium. But these are called CHEA open gates. They really expedite the fan entry process. It's a little more efficient, obviously a lot safer for fans, more efficient, gets them in a little bit quicker. They don't have to take as many items out of their pockets. They can walk through the magnetometer with their bag. It'll scan and take care of their bag entry. Bags may still need to be checked, of course, but really expedites the process, and we're excited about that. Other than that, our big challenge this year, guys, is parking. Yeah. We lost almost 1,000+ spaces because of the construction project this year, and we've worked really hard to offset the loss of those spaces with the Erie County, with ECC, even with our parking partners, Premium Parking, the sheriff, DOT, et cetera. We worked with a lot of different folks to try to add more spaces back, and we're doing that. So we're going to have a lot of additional parking spaces at ECC South. So if fans don't have a parking permit through the Bills or possibly a parking permit through one of the neighborhood lots, and they're just kind of showing up, we recommend ECC as, a really good fallback for fans this year.
Are those lost spots mostly on the side of where the stadium is being built? Yes,
they exactly are. So the north side, it was the old Lot 4, guys, and it's this year in the new stadium. It'll be, you might have heard us refer to it as Family Circle. Mm-hmm. So the new Family Circle for the new stadium, where the old Lot 4 used to be, is the area we lost for this final season.
Are traffic patterns affected at all, or will those be the same this year, or any effect to that due to the construction?
No, you know what? The traffic patterns should be very similar, and that's I think the good news for fans. Our fans have been great. I'll be honest, this has been a very stressful few years of the construction project, trying to make sure, we're doing everything we possibly can to help our fans park, to get around. Last year we were a bit nervous about losing the other parking lot we lost and how that was going to work with our fans. And, we asked our fans, and we're asking them again this year, please have an advanced parking plan, carpool to the best of your ability. I think last year the fans did that. We saw it. And I think for the most part, the ingress, the arrivals, fans were able to find parking in the neighborhood lots. Our partners in ACC and the neighborhood lots, the neighborhood lot owners, they've been great. Whether it's even opening up even a few extra spaces here and there makes a big difference. So big season for us ahead, but we think the fans will, do the same thing. They're going to find their spots. They're going to have a plan, and they'll carpool the best they can. I think they see what we're talking about. Huge project across that street. It's exciting, but it's also, hey, we still have a season here. We still want to be at these amazingly exciting games with the Buffalo Bills as one of the contenders for the Super Bowl, and they want to be able to enjoy their tailgating and get into that game as easy as they can.
Andy, once inside Concessions, we saw a graphic going around yesterday about the expensive prices of hot dogs, and someone ranked hot dogs from 1 to 32, and without checking all of the 32 teams in the league and their hot dog prices, I don't know how accurate the graphic was. It did place the Bills as having the most expensive hot dog. Is that report accurate?
Yeah, so we'd love to clear the air on Hot Dog Gate.
All right,
but
we got a gate.
Hot dogs were in the neighborhood of $6.75 last year. So even our footlongs were $9. So We sell a great Salem hot dog, hot, delicious, and the price is basically around NFL average. So, yeah, those prices, I'm not sure where that came from, but we saw that too, and we're kind of shocked that we were right at the top of that list. But, yeah, definitely not factual.
All right, well, that's good. That's good to know. Also, when it comes to season ticket holders and what they might be expecting, like commemorative stuff, should they expect anything coin in this game? Anything throughout the season? Anything coming their way for more ways to commemorate the stadium?
Yeah, I appreciate you asking that one. We are doing a very special and unique season ticket member gift. It's actually on the way now. If fans haven't gotten it yet, they should get it any day here, the next couple of days. I wouldn't, I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but I would tell you, I've seen it. I love it. I think it's unique. I think it's very special. I think the fans will really, really like it. I think it's something that, they'll keep forever, honestly. But what's another cool thing about that, Dion Dawkins did some special deliveries of that to kind of help us kick that off. So that might even hit today on our social media sites for fans to get a sneak peek.
All right.
Okay.
Very good.
What about end of season? I know fans have asked us a lot about this, and I know you've got the question too about, like, I don't know about seats being taken home, but things from the stadium when it closes that season ticket holders or other fans can
This might be a follow-up.
Buy.
Can you chop the bleachers into pieces?
That's what I mean.
Is that going to happen?
It's not like an arena where you could just take all the seats out. Like, there's long bleachers across in a lot of the stadium.
No, hey, guys, that's a really great question, and that's something we've been working on, I'll be honest, for almost 2 seasons now. We've done a lot of research with stadiums that have closed down, teams that have moved. We've talked to a lot of their operations folks, a lot of their security folks, and, we want to have an advanced plan with our seats, our turf, the elements within the stadium. We've worked really closely with Erie County and a few other partners to really roll something special out for the fan base. So I don't have all the details now to share, but there'll be something coming in the next few weeks here very shortly that I think the fans, our season ticket holders, they're all going to get very excited about. But I will say, we are concerned about the security around that situation. We've amped up our video surveillance, our security, our undercover security. We know fans are going to get excited and they're going to want to remember this stadium, and we're trying to be proactive with that to share, here's the plan, guys. You don't have to, try to break seats and steal stuff off the walls, that kind of thing. We're going to have a program for you to do it the right way. And by the way, we need those items in place because we have a full season ahead, right, and we have hopeful playoff games in January. So we want to keep the stadium intact. So
don't take the memorabilia into your own hands, is what you're saying, basically.
Please, yeah. And thank you.
All right. Yeah. Andy Major joining us here on a Football Friday. Andy, thanks for the time, and best of luck this season. I'm sure we'll talk again before it's through.
Hey, guys, really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and go Bills. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Andy.
Thanks.